This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Excel 1970-73 Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Trawler YouTube channel.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 1970-73 Carryover League. We are in the middle of the second round postseason tournament, finishing the first place teams playing for seeding purposes. No damage done as far as being kicked out of the league. But now, it may as well be the playoffs, folks, because we got 24 teams left and 23 series left. We've got 8 second-round series, 4 third-round series, and then the playoffs begin. Wild card, division, league championship, and World Series. So this may as well be playoffs, folks. Somebody's going to be eliminated every broadcast for the rest of the summer. So let's take a look at the needs of the squads today. This, of course, is a brilliant Pittsburgh team on paper. But here is your National League second-round tourney bracket. This number here indicates the matchup, combined games over 500. Indicating this 2 reflects that Houston's 3 over and the -1 of Florida is a net of 2, meaning that I will play this one last and play all these first. There is a possibility, excuse me, that Florida and Houston could both advance to the next round if these teams ahead of them do not play very well and only finish a game over 500, because they're, in theory, Houston and Florida could play a series in which both of those teams would be at least a game over 500, if not 2 or 3. So the first matchup is this one, the Pirates and the Rockies tonight. And yes, the Pirates are game under 500. Rockies a game above. A simple best of 5 will separate the 2 squads and eliminate one. All the teams who lose these series will be done. There's no chance for the team with a losing record will advance to the next round, courtesy of the Houston-Florida result. And therefore, every time you have a best of 5 winner, you're going to be above 500. So that's how we figured that one out. So, our team is the Pirates. And the Pittsburgh Pirates, it's shocking that they're even playing in this round of the tournament. Let's see what happened in Game 1. Opening in Colorado, they have home field. Scoreless to the 3rd inning when Joe LaHood hits a 2-run homer. Top of the 4th, Willie Stargell, solo shot. Stays very low scoring in Colorado with Steve Blass and Dick Drago on the mound. Bottom of the 7th, Colorado continues to get runs off of Blass. A walk, a single walk, and a sac fly. It's 4-1. Drago goes 8. Mel Queen comes on to the 9th to get a save. Rennie Stennett walks. Richie Hebner singles, and the Pirates have the tying run at the plate with Roberto Clemente and Stargell. Sadly, though, Roberto Clemente hits into a 4-6-3 double play. He's 0 for 4 in this game, and Stargell strikes out. And the miserable season of the Pittsburgh Pirates continues. They fall another game under 500. Your 1971 world champion. And, whoosh. This is really a sad state of affairs presently. Just don't know what to do with this team. Put together the lineup that matches closely resembles the Pirates of the early 70s. And I'm determined just to let that lineup roll. I've done so much jiggling of the lineup. I'm done jiggling at this point. I mean, it's just too late in the season to be fooling around with this team. So what happens in Game 2? Well, good news, Pirates fans. They turn it around. Jim Rooker against Carl Morton, and the Pirates wake up. Hebner, RBI double. 3rd inning, Zisk solo shot. And then a bunch of runs in the 4th, highlighted by a 2-run double by Zisk. I think he's leading the Pirates in RBI. He's a rookie of 1973. More damage in the ninth. And Jim Rooker beats Colorado. And what's really impressive that the Pirate bats finally beat somebody up 9-2. And this should happen quite frequently, and it hasn't. But it has now. They get to split on the road, right back to where we started. The Pirates a game under, the Rockies a game above. But we're going to Pittsburgh, and hopefully the Pirates will not get on an airplane. They will take care of business against an expansion team because they have the pedigree to do so. By the way, Clemente went 0 for 5 in that game, so he's 0 for 9 in the series, which is a little disappointing. So what happens in Game 3 back in Pittsburgh? Oh my goodness, folks, the Pirates keep it going. It's Gary Peters, a left-hander, versus Bob Moose. And bad news, Pirate opponents, don't throw a lefty against the Pirates. You thought they crushed righties, they crushed lefties even more. They're probably the best team in all of baseball against left-handed pitching. They have Rennie Stennett on the bench, and he hits .353. He's on the bench with a .353 batting average. That is how this team destroys lefties. Manny Sanguian, the catcher, leads off with a .325 batting average. Third inning, 2-run homer by Stargell, 2-run homer by Hebner in the fourth, who crushes lefties. It is an 11-1 laugher. 20 runs in the last 2 games for the Pirates. Has the light finally gone on? And Clemente got a couple hits in this game, so he's out of his slump. He was hot early in the year, then he kind of cooled off. But he got 2 hits in Game 3. A portent of good things to come. It is Game 4 in Pittsburgh. They are not going to get into another airplane and fly back to Colorado for a Game 5. They refuse to do it. By the way, Dave Justy and Ramon Hernandez, arguably the best relief pitchers in all of baseball, haven't pitched in the series. We could load these guys up if Steve Blass struggles and let them pitch 2 or 3 innings. Pirates are playing this like an elimination game, like it's all over. So they are going to not let this game get away from them. Let's get started from Three Rivers. Leading off, Phil Gagliano, 57's a K. Rick Monday, 68, pops to short. And Don Money, 210's a single. Brant Alea, 46 is a single, and with 2 outs. Big moment here for the visiting Rockies. Joe LaHood, 3-6 is a sky to center. Forgot to give you the pitching matchups. But for the Rockies, it's Dick Drago, winner of Game 1, and Steve Blass, loser of Game 1, both pitchers coming back on 3 days rest. Another reason why Pittsburgh wants some revenge. They want to win this game and get above 500. And if they win in the 3rd round of the postseason tournament, folks, they're in the playoffs, and all the records can be thrown in the trash. And this is the nightmare scenario the National League was fearing if the Pirates are able to run the table in the postseason tournament. So, let's not put the horse in front of the cart. Leading off for the Pirates is Rennie Stennett. 46 is a strikeout. Richie Hebner, 6-10 off of Drago. Homer, 1-11 double. That is gone, and the Pirates have a lead in Game 4. 24 outs away from doing what they desperately need to do. Roberto Clemente, 1-3. Oh no, my goodness. Let's take a look at the card. We did not want this to happen, and this just happened. We have just lost Roberto Clemente in a potential clinching game for the Pirates after he just got hot in Game 3. This is horrible news, and the whole rest of the National League is watching the outcome of this. So, well, what lucky Pirate gets to play the outfield? Let's see. Boy, I really wish Rennie Stennett could play the outfield. How about Bob Robertson? Well, you know, who can play the outfield, folks? Al Oliver can play the outfield. So Al Oliver will go into left. Stargell, with his throwing arm, will go into right. And they need a new DH as Robertson goes to first. Stennett will move to DH. Let's bring in a second baseman, Bill Mazeroski. After all that, he will move into second base and Clemente's spot, Bill Mazeroski. There you go. There's a little world champion replacing world champion for an injury. That's pretty cool. All right, 2 outs. Willie Stargell, 52. This guy's all right. The Rocky Bats have kind of gone cold at a bad time. This is a team that needs to hit 3-run homers or it's just about over. Andy Costco, 2-6 is a K. Paul Ratliff, 57 K. And Dave Kingman, 49 is second X. This is the new second baseman, Mazeroski, a 2 makes the play. We've seen Steve Blass pitch a lot on YouTube. You've probably seen this a lot. You've seen this card a lot. He's pitched in bad luck. He's pitched poorly. He's had a below average year, and maybe this will be his day. You can always hope. Bottom of 2, it's Richie Zisk, 411, left X. This is Andy Costco's a 4E0, and that's going to be a base hit. Bob Robertson, 57's a single to center field. 2 on for Manny Sanguin, a 325 hitting number 7 hitter. That's why I tell you folks, this Pirate team is incredible. Catcher's card, Ratliff's a 4E8, and that's a pass ball. Second and third, 1 out, Al Oliver, they're going to bring the infield up. 1-5, second A, the runners have to hold with the infield up. And it's Gene Alley, 5'10", center X. Rick Monday, a 2E9 in center field, but he makes the ground. 1-0. Go to the third. Jim Driscoll's your batter. 2-8 is a K. Phil Gagliano, 53, rolls to first. And Rick Monday, 68, pops to short. Bottom of the third, it's Randy Stennett, 5'10", center X. Again, Monday, a 2E9. Again, makes the catch. Richie Hebner, 2-7, grounds the third. And with 2 outs, Bill Mazeroski for the injured Clemente, 6'11", pitcher X. Drago's an E12. He makes the play. Goes down here. If you haven't figured it out by now, folks, since I've been doing this for 3 years, the bottom 3 rows are your bench players. So we know Clemente is the 3 hitter. There's no you don't put a result there. You put it down here where Mazeroski is. Though I assumed you figured that out a long time ago. Don Money leading off in the 4th. 110, grounds a short. Branalea, 37's a K. Joe LaHood, 65. Sky's the center. Blast. Doing very well. Can he keep it up? Bottom of the 4th. Stargell, 411. First X. Kingman's a 3E22, and he makes an error. This is where you can exploit this Colorado team. There's a lot of ways you can do it. Their pitching's not good. Their bullpen's not good. Their defense is not good. Basically, they hit a lot of home runs. That's what they do. You got to stay away, keep the ball in the park, and you have a chance. Just do that. Okay. Richie Zisk, 46. It's a K. Bob Robertson, 1-9. Let's take a look at Bob Robertson's 1970 card. 27 homers and a 287 batting average. One of his best years. Of course, we all know he does very well in the 71 series, too. But 1-9 here. Homer 1-5. Double is a 2-base hit. Stargell will hold a third. Second and third, 1 out. They're going to bring the infield up again. The Rockies aren't a strategy analytical team, but hey, they recognize their season could end this day, so they're going to try as best they can to minimize the damage. The infield comes up for Sanguin. 38 is singled out off the Sanguin card. Runners on the corners, 1 out, still up for Al Oliver. 48 is a sac fly to right field. That's a big at-bat there. It's 3-0. Gene Alley, 59, skies the center field. We're getting to that point of the game, folks, where the Pirate fans are going, look, we got Justy, we got Hernandez, we got 5 innings, we got a 3-run lead. This is it. This is our season right here. We don't. It doesn't. If we lose this game, win Game 5, it doesn't really matter that much. We'll still be struggling in the next round of the postseason. So, win this Pittsburgh is the motive here. Andy Costco, 67's a K. Paul Ratliff, 68, pops to short. Dave Kingman, 6'10", bouncer to short X. This is Gene Alley, a 2E24. Oh, but he boots the ball. Come on, Gene. That's not part of the script. Jim Driscoll. 1-8 is a strikeout. 3-0, bottom of the 5th. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
All right, bottom of the 5th of a 3-0 game. The star-crossed Steve Blass pitching like it's Game 7 of the 1971 World Series in Baltimore, where he outdueled Mike Cuellar in a 2-1 game. He's given that kind of performance today, and he has a 3-run cushion. We go to the 5th. Dick Drago. Not as good as he has been. He has put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men on base already. It'll be Rennie Stennett. 3-8 is a sky to left. Hebner, 2-6, short. And Mazeroski, 2-10, lines too short. Well, we go to the 6th inning. Steve Blass with a 3-0 shutout. Gagliano, 59, rolls a second. Rick Monday, 68, pops to short. And with 2 outs, it's Don Money. 1-7 is a strikeout. The best inning was the first inning when those 2 batters reached with 2 outs. And since then, it has been all Blass. Blass notice here. 6 shutout innings. And this game, yeah, this can't get away now. They have Justy and Hernandez and Blass. This would be a loss of colossal and epic proportions if the Pirates can't finish this game. It'll be Willie Stargell, 54, third X. Money, he's actually good. He's a 2E21, makes the play. Richie Zisk, 2-7 is a K. And Bob Robertson, 2-2, flies left. The only drawback for the Pirates is the Clemente injury, because you have a weakness in corner outfield, center field, and first base defensively. And you didn't have that with Clemente in the game. 9 outs to get. It's a 3-0 shutout. Blass into the 7th inning. Leading off is Brant Alea. Let's take a look at the guy's card. We haven't seen a lot of cards today. Brant Alea, arguably the best Colorado player in the last couple years. In 69 and 70 for the Twins, he played half a season and did very well both times. I don't know if they just wanted him to platoon or he got hurt or what. But he had 291, 16 homers, and 258 at-bats. My guess is that the Twins were so talented they didn't have room for this guy. So anyway, the Colorado Rockies scooped him up and they love him. And this could be his final at-bat for them here in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. 47 off a blast card, single. 1-17, he gets it. Now, you have to absolutely, positively, emphatically not give up a 3-run homer in this inning. Joe LaHood is the batter. 2-8, Joe LaHood. Let's take a look at the card because it's a home run chance, but not a very good one. 2-8 for LaHood, who hit .237 with 12 homers for the Brewers in 1972. 2-8 is homer 1-2, fly ball the rest, and he fly balls the rest. They're up there hacking, folks. They're up there hacking. They're not, yeah. Got the foot in the bucket doing the whole thing. Speaking of hacking, let's take a look at Andy Cosco. He's your next hitter. Yeah, Andy freaking Cosco, 1973. 118 at-bats for the Reds. Probably hit a bunch of pinch hit home runs. And yeah, he does quite a bit of damage with a long ball here. And so Blass can't be messing around with this guy either. The pitch to Andy Cosco. 52, skies the center field, and with 2 outs, it's Paul Ratliff. The pitch to Paul Ratliff, 35, is a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Stretch time here in Pittsburgh. We are enjoying the Intruders, best of the Intruders. 1960s band. Oh, let's go with I Want to Know Your Name. That's a great one. There you go. The Intruders. Pennsylvania band on the Gamble label. Gamble Huff label. I think they were from Philadelphia, though. They might have been from Pittsburgh. I'm not sure where. Anyway, yeah. Played a lot on the radio in the lovely state of Pennsylvania. Back in the late 60s, early 70s. All right. Bottom of the 7th. Drago. has gotten through 6 innings. He is the best pitcher on Colorado. He will continue. It'll be Manny Sanguillen leading off. 54, third X. This is going to be Mr. Money, who is a 2E21, and he makes an error. Al Oliver, 56, lines a third. Gene Alley, 64, pops to short. And with 2 outs, it's Rennie Stennett. Could use one of those hits over Rennie. And he gets one. Let's take a look at the Rennie Stennett card because he just got a hit finally. 1-9, single to center field. Rennie Stennett. So a big story in 71 was that Dave Cash got injured, we want to say in July or August. And Stennett came in for about a month or so. Picked up 153 at-bats as a rookie and a 353 batting average, and was rewarded by going back to the bench when Dave Cash got healthy, and Dave Cash finished the year and played in the World Series, and Stennett didn't, so there's that. But anyway, a big single here. 2 on, 2 outs for Richie Hebner. 1-8 Richie Hebner. Let's take a look at the Hebner card, folks. 1972, a 300 average, 19 home runs. It is gone. A 2-out, 3-run homer. It is a 6-0 game, and they can finally start celebrating in Pittsburgh. They're going to get out of this tournament. They're going to advance to the 3rd round, it would seem. 6-0 with 2 outs. It's Mazeroski. 67 is a K. We'll go to the 8th. Any defense to bring in? No, not really. 6 outs to get for Blass, Justy, and Hernandez. It'll be Dave Kingman leading off. 39's a K. Jim Driscoll, 6'10", bounces to 3rd. Hebner's a 3E12, but Hebner misplays it into a single. Phil Gagliano, 69, flies to left, and with 2 outs, Rick Monday, 65, skies the center. Steve Blass finally has a great moment this year. Have to feel for the guy. He's really struggled to this point. Brilliant 1971 card. And, it wasn't like he had a long career anyway, but he is finally getting rewarded for the wonderful performance he had in 1971. Drago leaves after 7 as the Rockies are finally starting to understand what's happening here, and their season is coming to an end. John Cumberland will come out of the pen in the 8th inning. It'll be, let's see, Willie Stargell leading off. 45, skies the center. Richie Zisk, 212, fouls out, and Bob Robertson, 411, right X. LaHoo's a 3E9, and he makes the catch. We're going to the 9th inning in Pittsburgh. I know what you're thinking, folks. Let him go for it. But you know what? I ain't doing it. I'm going to pull Blass. It's not a big deal. I got to go with the all-star Justy. I don't expect him to be touched. And yeah, I've seen Blass blow up in the past before. I'm not going to make the same mistake. I'll take my 8 innings of shutout ball, and I'll go to a better pitcher. Dave Justy comes on in the 9th inning. My goodness. 7-4 with a .92 ERA in 72. And Ramon Hernandez was 5-0 with a 167 in 72, the year after they won the World Series, when they did not repeat. But here's Justy. In the 9th, he was the lone Pirate All-Star, and he's out there to buzz through this Rocky lineup in the 9th. Don Money leads off. 67 is a single. Brant Alea saw his card earlier. 38 is a 6-4-3 double play, and with 2 outs, it's Joe LaHood. 2-8, there's that homer roll again. Homer 1-2, and he gets it. Hello. Well, we had a 90% chance there of ending this game, and it did not happen. He hits the solo home run on a homer 1-2. Fly the rest, so we got a 6-1 game. All right. With 2 outs now, it's Andy Costco, 5'11", bounces back to Justy. He's an E19 pitcher. And there it is, a ground ball to GBC. No more drama. The Pirates get the win, 6-1, and win 3 straight after dropping game 1 of the series. Love the intruders there, backing all that up. That's wonderful. Okay. We'll get you the box, and now we have a much better assessment of the Pirates moving forward. Now it's not so tricky. They just have to win the third round of their postseason tournament, and they should be able to get into playoffs as a wild card, because they've actually won 7 of the last 10 games. So that has helped them a lot here in game 562. Let's do the box for both squads. It was Justy in the 9th, not Hernandez. No save, of course, with a 6-1 lead. Gives up 2 hits and a run. Blast gets win, 8 shutout innings, 4 hits, no walks, 10 strikeouts. Magnificent performance, just didn't want him to finish. Cumberland pitched an inning. Dick Drago did not follow up his first start with an equal one. 7 hits, 6 runs. Got some unearned runs in there, though. Got a bunch of unearned runs in there. My goodness. Do we have any earned runs in there? We got 2 earned runs, and we have errors all over the place. We have 2 of them in the pass ball. Anyway, no walks, 4 strikeouts. 1009 0108 6716 010 04 04 010. And it's almost embarrassing to say this, folks, but the Pittsburgh Pirates have a winning record. They have not had a winning record in quite a long time in this season. They were beat up badly by the St. Louis Cardinals, who they may actually play again in this tournament. And that would be a revenge match if they meet. And so the Pirates are 19-18, hitting .280 with a 3.86 team ERA. Blast is now 4-6. You see, that's why I pulled him. I didn't want anything bizarre to happen and his team lose. With 8 shutout innings, his ERA is still 40 times 9 divided by 85. A 4.23 ERA. So he probably had an ERA of 5 to start that game. So there was a lot of bad karma in the Blast card that hopefully has just been erased. And the bullpen, my goodness. Justy and Hernandez have 9 saves. Hebner has 10 homer, 30 RBI, 54 hits, pacing the club. Stargell's got 11 homers for the 19-18 Pirates. And for the Colorado Rockies, they just sort of played pretty ordinary baseball before and after the All-Star break. Could not get past Las Vegas in their own division. And then when they go out of their division, they cannot play well at all. They finished 19-20. With a .237 batting average and a .425 ERA, those marks aren't going to get you very far in life. They really didn't hit a ton of homers, actually. You had Brant Alea, talked about him, 12 homer, and we had Andy Costco. Well, you saw that card for Costco. He had 12 homer. But they had some other bombers in here who didn't bomb. For instance, Dave Kingman only had 3 homers. And we also have Rick Monday. He only had 3 homers. Don Money only had a single homer. So that's just not going to work. So 19-18 and 19-20 are the 2 marks. We're going to go to the postseason scheduling over here, where we have the result. Pittsburgh wins 3-1, and Pittsburgh is 19-18, and they are game over 500. So Pittsburgh is a game over 500. Now let's consider their path to the next round of the tournament. The Giants and Arizona, the Giants, Atlanta, Arizona, St. Louis winner will at least be a game over 500, which means the only other option for failure for the Pirates is if Florida and Houston play a series where the Marlins get to a game over 500. They would have to win. They really can't. Because if they win 4-1 to advance, Houston would be at 500, and Houston would be eliminated. So I'm pretty sure that a game that the Florida-Houston series looks like the team who loses that series will most likely be eliminated. I can't get a scenario here unless it goes. I can only go 5 games, so it's either going to go 4-1. Or 3-2. If it goes 3-2, Florida would be at 500 and be eliminated. So yeah, there's really no scenario. So, yeah, Houston needs to win a couple playoff games to advance a couple games in that series to go to the next round. And they'll be joined with Pittsburgh and the winners of the Braves, Giants, and Arizona St. Louis. So because everything is so close together here, it means that every series I'm going to play is going to eliminate a team, and the winner of that series will advance. American League could be a different story. You see, there's a big gap here between Baltimore and Texas, and the records of Milwaukee and Detroit. I could see the Baltimore-Texas winner, if they aren't impressive. For instance, let's say it's Texas at 2 games under 500, winning that series 3 games to 2. They'd still be a game under 500, which is where Milwaukee presently is before. So if Milwaukee beats the series against Detroit, and it's 3 games to 2 or 4 games to 1, Milwaukee and Detroit would still have a record better than Texas, who would have beaten Baltimore. So that's what you have to look at when you're playing these series, as we are trying to eliminate the 4 worst teams in each league. So that's it for tonight. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Congratulations to the Pirates. They are on the right track. They get to continue their season, and they are going to be a nightmare for the National League. And the Cincinnati Reds do not want to face these guys in the playoffs after they thought they had the nail in the coffin. Thanks for checking this out. We'll see you next time.